Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube. Had a bit of a break. I needed quite a break after those previous drafts, so back and refreshed, and we got a lot of interesting cards in this pack. Time Spiral is like my favorite card, probably what I'm going to take. So for going forward, I'm going to try and have a better balance between drafting competitively and drafting for fun, because it seemed like people actually liked when I tried to win. So it's not all going to be just fun in games. I'm not going to meme every time. I'm going to figure out what like a balance that works, because playing to win all the time isn't like super fun for me, but then playing to just have fun isn't super fun for the viewers all the time. So we're going to strike a balance, but in this pack I think I'm going to take Time Spiral. This card is so much fun. Let me think. Competitive wise, you can take Thoughtseize. Lightning Bolt is very good. Figure Upheaval is actually a decent card, but I think Time Spiral is also a very good card. It just enables so many different things. And we might even get Thousand Year Storm to come around. Not like it's super necessary or anything, but oh boy indeed. It is good. So this pack, Leovold Time Spiral is cute. I'm just not a fan of the Sultai colors in Cube. I think it's a lot to ask, and it is very good, I agree. But like when Narset does the same thing, it just feels so cheap. You could take a Breeding Pool. I love Remand. Lion's Eye Diamond's very good. Mana Vault and Is It Signet. So this pack is absolutely loaded. In terms of consistency, taking Remand helps cut blue the most. Like all these other cards like will be good in other decks, whereas Remand is going to be useful in like blue tempo decks. And I like the Storm decks that end up having Remand and some cheap interaction. I think I'm going to take Mana Vault because this card's just insane. This pack is so strong. There's also Kiki. Like, there's so many good cards I would love to pick up in the next coming picks, but I can't. So we're going to take Mana Vault and hope to wheel something like LED, Kiki Jiki, or a Breeding Pool. Wow, Coalition Relic's a very good card too. Just helps with the fixing. You can really do anything with it. And what else is there? See, this pack's so much worse than the last pack. At least we got this, but Impulse, I guess, is the next best card. And then Green Suns for some decks, Incinerate's decent. The rest are quite bad, but we'll take a Relic. And there's a very small chance Impulse comes around. I think it's almost zero. So that pack's going to be mostly dead. Bazaar of Baghdad is good in some niche decks, but probably not this one. That is a pretty late counter spell. So I think I'm probably going to take that. Cultivate's actually kind of good with Time Spiral. You can fetch things up, but I'm not the biggest fan of running green, and this card is just insane. Of course, mono white doing mono white things and always being open, like Copter's so good. I don't know, even a fourth pick Copter is like relatively late. Obviously there's things you would take over it, but it's colorless, so it goes in any aggressive deck. You can play it in green, white, red, like red, white, black, white. Like it's just good in all of them. So it's kind of embarrassing how late that card goes. Well, there we go. There's a Narset. Narset plus Time Spiral is definitely a combo. Narset's just an insane card. I think this card is just not fun. Like if you're building a cube, probably don't put it in the cube, but it's here. It's a good card, very good in like a control-based deck, right? We could just be some type of Planeswalker control, maybe wheel, I guess Wildfire. I thought that was Wildfire for a second. Go like Planeswalkers and Wildfire, but also good in Storm. You know, having Storm with the alternate win con of your opponent doesn't get a hand is pretty nice. And there's very small chance Solemn comes around, but I'm pretty happy with this pickup. I don't think I've played with Narset like in a very, very long time, which I was not complaining about. Here, this is not really a Yorion deck. We could take Empty the Warrens. I think I would rather just have no win condition than run that most of the time. We could take Dark Slick Shores for better fixing, and I think I might do that. Sometimes you want to put black in these decks. I think Search for Kanta is okay, but it's pretty weak with Time Spiral type effects because reshuffling your graveyard is not great. I'm just going to take the fixing. Who knows when you want blue-black. Here's a Thirst for Knowledge, a very late Sulfuric Vortex. Inkwell Leviathan's very fun. And then some other cards. I'll take Thirst. Pretty good. Rishadan Port? Come on. Here we can take Fire Ice though, and still be set up to do fun things. I could take Rishadan Port, but I don't think I'm going to get Remand, and Fire Ice is just good. Both modes are nice. I do have Coalition Relic, so I can use the red side. Yeah, I'll take it. It's pretty useful, like, I don't know, if your opponent has Mesmeric Fiend or something, and they like fiend your cards and then you fire ice their fiend away. It's good. Here, so I think it's the next pack where there were all the good cards. This pack was pretty weak overall. This is not really a Dark Dwellers deck. Thousand Year Storm is fine. I do now have Fire Ice, so that is a win condition. So I probably will take that and then see what else is going on. Okay, so Lion's Eye Diamond got taken. So someone else is trying to force Storm. I can't think of another reason why you would take Lion's Eye Diamond. So we're not in Storm, unfortunately, which means we're more of a controlling deck. I could take Monastery Mentor. That is actually pretty good in decks like this. Otherwise, there's Dismember, which is just a cheap... Yeah, maybe I want Dismember, actually. Because I don't know my second color yet. And this is going to go well in any deck. Here, I could take Hero's Downfall and try and go maybe blue-black. Yeah, I can't believe someone took LED. That's a shame. Maybe I go blue-white, although Elspeth Knight Errant's quite bad. Like, I don't think either of these cards are very playable. So I'll take the Downfall. Yeah, white is always open. And that is the problem with going into archetypes like this. Sometimes you get cut like this. What am I taking here? I guess Huntmaster of the Fells? There's Day of Judgment. Okay. Day of Judgment's pretty good, actually. I'll take that. Wall of Omens, Yorion. So we'll take Wall of Omens. It would be fun to get both, actually, but Wall's fine, and Kroxa is quite bad. Okay, so I think we're probably some type of Esper control right now, which is fine. I mean, this deck actually looks kind of decent so far. Okay, this deck looks a lot better. Mana Crypt is fantastic. Really good with Coalition Relic, and I think the decks that benefit the most from fast mana like this are the blue-white, like Fractured Identity decks. I don't know what other archetype to call them, where like you just have a lot of very impactful 5-mana cards like Bribery, Planeswalkers like Big Teferi, and with things like Mana Crypt, you can cast them in like turn 2 or 3, which is so good, because then you just start gaining advantage every turn and you win the game pretty easily. So we're gonna take Mana Crypt, and then this would actually be a good Frost Titan deck. I'm not in general a fan of that card, but when you have Mana Crypt and Mana Vault, you can really cast a fast Frost Titan. Control Magic, Treasure Cruise, Cabal Ritual, Giver of Runes. What are we looking for here? So this deck, I do have Thirst for Knowledge, probably not playing this, but I guess we'll see. I can fill my graveyard relatively quickly, so I could take Treasure Cruise and try and wheel a Control Magic. I could try and add red to my deck and put an Inferno Titan in there, because we can cast it so quickly with Mana Crypt Vault and Coalition Relic. But I think with this much fast mana, I'm probably just going to go for a Treasure Cruise. Oh my gosh, this pack is insane. It unfortunately makes Dark Confidant a lot worse in this deck, but, you know, I'd still probably play it. So, this pack is absolutely loaded with cards for us. Karn, Myr Battleseer, Strip Mine, Venser, Swords. Kaya is actually pretty good too. So a lot of good cards. Tassiger I'd probably play. I think I'm going to take Karn because Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, like we can cast a Karn so quickly that it just seems worth it. And it's such a shame Strip Mine's in the same pack, but our mana's looking a little bit awkward and taking a colorless threat seems worth it. If I had Karakas, I maybe would take Venser first, but we're going to take Karn. I like a Karn. Steam Vents, Lotus Bloom, Boros Signet, Elish Norn. Is this a Lotus Bloom deck? There's also Jace, I guess. Jace is pretty good too. I have a lot of card draw and a lot of mana. Jace. I mean, this is just like infinite card draw now. I kind of want to take this Signet because it goes well with my fast mana. I'm also quite tempted in Lotus Bloom because suspending a turn 1 Lotus Bloom in this deck is really good. And Steam Vents is good if I want to cast Fire and Ice, but I'm trying to stick to mostly blue if possible. I think we're just going to take Jace. Really hard to say, but okay. This is not a Mirari's Wake deck, but it would be kind of sweet. Terminus is something I'm looking at, but I already have Day of Judgment, and it's probably going to come around. So we could take Nahiri. She is a double splash, but all the abilities are very relevant. I do like Vraska, but that's like a triple splash. I'm not really playing black there. Fatal Push is fine. Yeah, this pack's really weak for us. And I have literally one creature, it's Wall of Omens. I'm gonna take Nahiri, and here's why. We have Oath of Druids was in a pack that we opened, and I'm just running Wall of Omens right now. So if we end up getting a big threat, we'll have one creature. And having Nahiri plus Oath to go get it, I think would be really nice. Wow, Wasteland and Strip Mine going around. No respect from anybody. Honestly, if you want to win, just force mono white until people start respecting it. It's such a strong deck. Here, I'll take Gideon. I think Gideon's great in this deck. It's the counter to mono white. It's very good. Missing out on Sensei's Divining Top, Wasteland are both fine. But we want proactive threats, so this Gideon's very good. Here, Gush is okay. Marsh Flats can help if we get a blue-white fetch. Tezzeret will be good if we wheel Lotus Bloom. And it is good with Mana Crypt and Mana Vault. So like Tezzeret 0 can start generating a ton of mana. That's also interesting. I wish I had more artifacts. I think I'm gonna take Marsh Flats. I need a bit more fixing. There's a Liliana. That's a very late Liliana. What is going on? Parallax Wave is fine. I mean, I have Liliana, so I have like a couple different directions I can go. I guess Liliana's not the best with this deck, so maybe I just take a Vindicate. Yeah, I'll just take a Vindicate, because I have Darkslick Shores, Marsh Flats, and this card is pretty versatile at least. Inspiring Vantage can help with Nahiri. Nicol Bolas is like, I wish it was the regular Nicol Bolas, like the 8 or 7 mana Planeswalker, because that card, not only is it easier to cast, it's just better. Like, I don't understand why this is still in the cube. I've never seen it played, really, and when it was in play, when I cast it, it was just not good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Inspiring Vantage. Wow, Inferno Titan going that late. Marsh Flats for Badlands is definitely something. Inferno Titan, I don't really need. We're just gonna take Fixing and see what happens. Wow, this pack got absolutely wrecked. I do like Kaya. She deals with Moxen and like eats 1 mana dorks and things like that. Otherwise, like Tassiger is pretty medium. We'll just take Kaya. Luca can turn a Wall of Omens into something bigger. I can Enlighten Tutor for something, but I think Elish Norn's actually pretty good here. So I didn't get my Oath of Druids, so probably not playing Nahiri. But that's okay. Here we can take Vraska, I guess. Probably not playing any one of them. Linvala is actually, again, very good against green. And against Twin, so a pretty good sideboard card there. So we're like some type of Esper control with a last pick Eureka. And again, we don't even have to be black. I probably won't main deck Kaya, which means I might main deck Vindicate because I have a lot of card draw. Probably not going to run Inspiring Vantage though. Badlands is fine. I can fetch it with Marsh Flats, and it does make Fire Ice more castable. This deck is looking pretty interesting. Okay, well, oh no. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is quite challenging. Fractured Identity is like, I named the archetype after this. This is a Fractured Identity deck because we're blue-white, like Cheons, and you just want to cast this card and win. Karn would be really good. Ashiok would be fantastic in this deck, and then Time Walk is just stupidly strong. I think because of how many Planeswalkers I have and a Time Spiral which can reshuffle, I'm gonna take Time Walk. It's very unfortunate to pass Fractured Identity, but this card is insane. Okay. Oh my gosh. This pack is where things went off the rails in a good way. Force of Will, Gearhulk. I think we might wheel Sphinx's Revelation. This card is absolutely perfect for this deck. Like, Mana Crypt and Mana Vault definitely want Sphinx's Rev, but we are slightly missing some interaction, so getting a Force of Will in the deck will be nice to make sure we don't just die immediately. It's unfortunate that like the Scarab God and Gearhulk are in the same pack because these would also be really good cards in this deck. But I think I'm going to take the Force and try and wheel Sphinx's Rev. Treachery's very good. Golos is okay. Brain Freeze is funny. I think I'm just going to take Treachery, steal their stuff. Probably not going to wheel Golos, but that's okay. Treachery plus Fractured Identity is going to be really scary. And given that, I don't think I need Vindicate. I think my mana's just going to be pretty bad, which is okay. Right now, none of these are really usable lands, but we'll see. There's a Preordain and a Path to Exile. Oh boy. Both really good cards. Scalding Tarn to a lesser extent. I don't have really things to fetch up. I almost want to take the Path. Let's see, I have Counterspell, Narset, Coalition Relic. I do have Day of Judgment, so don't necessarily need Path to Exile. But having an instant speed exile effect is so good in some matchups. That being said, I do have Gideon and Karn to deal with it. And this will help smooth out the mana, which is really awkward. I think I'm just going to take the Preordain. I don't know, that could have been greedy, but Brazen Borrower and Sword of Temptation, I love them both. I think I'm going to take Borrower just for the instant speed interaction. Sword might also, it's more likely to come around. But this is good, and again, really trying to limit the white cards. Maybe I'm not even... Oh, wow. This deck is getting very good. Mana Leak is perfect. I want more 2-mana interactive spells, so we'll take the Leak. Time Warp would be kind of funny with Time Walk. I could just keep going. Blade Splicer is fine, but I'll take the Leak. Wow. Okay. Okay. I mean... Oh, this sucks. So, Seachrome Coast is perfect for the deck. I need the fixing, but this has got to be a Soulfire Grandmaster deck. I have Time Walk. I have Time Spiral to go fetch it up. Now I have Preordain to help. I could just take Seachrome Coast and have like a really good consistent deck without the infinite combo, but it's so cool to have an infinite combo. Fine, I'm gonna do this for you guys. I think the correct pick is just take Seachrome Coast because the rest of my deck is so strong I don't really need this combo. At least I think that's the correct pick. Like Shark Typhoon is pretty good, and now I have to start making cuts. Although I guess I don't have to main deck Linvala, so it's still fine. But this combo is more fun, and I'm sure people are gonna want to see it. So we'll do that. I will play Shark Typhoon. I think this was the pack I was hoping to wheel something from, and I did not wheel anything, which is upsetting. But we do get a Baneslayer Angel, which helps in some matchups. Never mind, this was the pack, and I still did not really wheel anything. Torrential Gearhulk, if I had Dig Through Time, would be a lot better, but I have Thirst for Knowledge, Dismember, Counterspell. Shark Typhoon is not, it's an enchantment. I did not know that. So Gearhulk is okay. I think I might just take Expansion. I wasn't sure about that one. I just kind of took that one. I'm gonna take... Brain Freeze is interesting. Probably should just take Disenchant, but in some matchups you can just Brain Freeze them and win out of nowhere. I don't have a Snapcaster Mage. I wish I had more time for this pick. I think I'm gonna take Disenchant. It's just so good in some matchups. Here I can take... What is going on? This card is so good. It should not be going this late. I mean, obviously I'm not taking it, but someone should be. Wow. Okay, red-white aggro. Gideon just wins games. Thassa's Oracle. It is a win condition, but I'm not going to play it. It's pretty bad. I might put Shambling Vent in the deck to help with Dismember, and it's like, I guess a win condition with the Soulfire Grandmaster lock. Not going to main deck Disenchant or Expansion. This deck is actually really good. I do like it. Shark Typhoon. Do I like it? I think I'll bring that up in some matchups. I can cycle it and make a big shark. Okay, Gideon. 24, I mean, Mana Crypt is kind of like a land. The problem is all of my white cards are double white, and like all of my blue cards are double blue, so mana is going to be tough. Again, I think I should have taken the duel instead of Soulfire Grandmaster, but this is more fun. The benefit that I have is we do have quite a bit of card draw, so like hitting our lands won't be too hard because we can draw into fixing. Do I like main deck Elish Norn? I think I'll sideboard her in because I already have Day of Judgment, and like my creatures, I don't really have too many creatures to win the game with. So my win conditions right now are Karn Restart, Gideon attacks, Jace Ultimate. Yeah, that's fine. That's plenty of win conditions. So part of me feels like this is an 18 land deck, especially with how bad my fixing is. I do have a Time Spiral to help, like 18 land plus Mana Crypt. Just run this as like a additional colorless acceleration. Seems actually okay. I will run Marsh Flats to fuel Treasure Cruise. And do I want Darkslick Shores? It's just good with Dismember. I don't think so. Having lands intertapped is really rough. Why is there red? Oh, Fire Ice. Okay. So right now this is 5/6. I think we're going down to run a 10/7 mana base. No, actually the white is for later, so we're gonna run more blue. I know I need double white, but blue can help me draw into it, and having double blue on turn 2 seems important with mana or counterspell, and then turn 3 with Narset and Jace. My removal is not really where I would like it to be, but I have a lot of things that steal their creatures, so that's nice. I'm pretty excited about this deck. And then we have a lot of good sideboard options. I can sideboard into more like blue-white mid-range, bring in Elish Norn, Linvala, Gideon, Shark Typhoon. But I think I like the more controlling build, at least pre-sideboard. So you guys run one. All right, we were playing against Sauron the Grape. That's a good name. This hand's pretty good, actually. So I can dismember early creatures if they're like aggro. If they're controlling, then I can Fire Ice a land and then try and resolve a Narset, which should help a lot. And then hopefully draw into lands to play a Gideon. Take over the game that way. They mulled to 6 and they played blue. So it looks like Narset will be good if we can resolve her. Ooh, Force of Will. Probably gonna... I don't know anymore. So I was gonna say turn 2 I can ice something, but keeping that in hand to pitch to Force of Will to make sure Narset resolves also seems pretty tempting. So ideally I draw a blue source. Alright, I'm gonna play this island. And I'm not going to ice anything. Because if they tap out, then Narset should be very good. And if they don't tap out, then I might just wait a bit, because I think resolving this is going to be very critical. So yeah, we're going to wait a little bit. Make sure I have more mana and stuff. I'll play Plains. Pass turn. Hope they don't do anything crazy at end of turn. Okay, they don't. Still giving them mana, because I want them to like hold up 2 mana, then I ice, and hopefully between my draw step and the ice draw, I find something to pitch to force, Narset can take over. The other thing that could happen is they miss a land drop, and that would be amazing. Ooh, okay. Chart a course. This might be the time. Imperial Recruiter. Okay, so they're, well, I was going to say they're a twin deck, but now I don't know. Riftwing Cloudskate Suspend. Okay. I am going to keep Fire Ice in hand to pitch. And I'm going to play a blue source, cast Narset. Down tick Narset. Take, let's see. I have Gideon, so Day of Judgment isn't the most necessary. Treasure Cruise is not the most castable right now, but it will be good. They have Imperial Recruiter and a Riftwing Cloudskate on Suspend. I don't know what to take. I really don't know what's going on over there. Recruiter tells me they probably have creatures. I think I'm gonna take Treasure Cruise, because Gideon can deal with creatures. And Dismember and Fire Ice, yeah. I just have to remember that Riftwing Cloudskate exists. Thief of Sanity is okay. And I'm going to... I could get Spell Pierced or Dazed, but they didn't have that last turn. I think I'm just going to go for the Dismember here. And then if they Spell Pierce that, I can resolve a Gideon, which will be good. Okay, that just died. Sweet. Let's go ahead and Narset down tick. Ooh. Okay. That was my speaker turning off. Sorry. Let me think about this. I can take Gideon and uptick, or take, yeah, I'm just gonna take Counterspell. That seems really good. Play Plains, cast Gideon. I have Force of Will backup too, which will be pretty nice. Uptick, make sure Narset stays around. I can force anything really scary, and then Riftwing, they can bounce Gideon with their Riftwing. So I guess maybe that's the reason not to cast Gideon there. They hit their red mana, so they must just be some weird twin deck. Gideon can protect against the twin combo as well. The other thing I can do is just, ooh, that's gonna be good. So I think I'm just going to uptick Gideon, play a land and pass. See what they do with Riftwing Cloudskate. I think I'm going to let it resolve, and then I want to ice the Cloudskate, because they're gonna bounce Gideon and then attack Narset, I think. Then I recast Gideon. I don't have counter magic up if I do that though. What do I want to do here? I think I might just counter this. So they've drawn quite a bit of land now, and I still have no idea what kind of deck they're playing either. It looks like Grixis Twin without fixing, and I really just want to Karn their mountain. Like, that sounds absolutely fantastic to me. Oh, Brazen Borrower also helps, so I guess we attack with Gideon. I really shouldn't be doing anything like casting Karn, so I'm probably just not. Like, Gideon's gonna kill him so quickly. Play land. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. I can ice their mountain on upkeep, but I don't think I even need to do that. They're literally just doing nothing, so I will continue just attacking them. Land. Hitting lands is so good in this deck. Hit them with Gideon. And end of turn I can Brazen Borrower to make the clock shorter. But right now I'm not doing anything. Like, now I have Hardcast Force of Will plus Brazen Borrower mana available. Siege Gang Commander. I don't really care about that. So that's fine. They can kill Narset, I guess. They can also block Gideon. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Like, they can't sacrifice anything this turn. Bounce a token, petty theft, bounce this. Cast this. Okay. Ooh, Grandmaster is fantastic, actually. I think I would prefer to just uptick Gideon here, rather than... Well, I could force them to chump block. So they just go down to 2 things, but then they can attack and kill Narset. So let's uptick Gideon. Keep Narset grooving. Attack them here. Okay. I can ice. I can try and cast Karn. I could just play Soulfire Grandmaster. They're just gonna kill my Grandmaster. I could Treasure Cruise into Time Walk. So this costs 8, this costs 6. So I would have 3 mana available. What am I gonna do here? Let's cast Karn. Uptick on them. Because my only protection here is really Force of Will anyway. This forces them... So the only thing that can really kill me here is like Twin combo. Oh, are they Storm? Interesting. This forces them basically, if they had Twin, to have literal Twin plus Kiki Jiki in hand and then draw a counterspell as well. Which isn't really even possible. Or not Twin, Deceiver Exarch, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I could have played that game a lot differently. There were like many different routes I could have gone. I feel like I probably want Linvala, but I don't really know what their deck does. Elish Norn seems like a windmill slant. It seems better than Day of Judgment. And Linvala is very proactive as well. Sower of Temptation, is that good? Maybe not. And then, oh wow, there's a lot of sound. Do I want Shark Typhoon? I didn't really see any counter magic from them. Treasure Cruise, like, my deck just felt very good. So I think we're just gonna keep it the same. Alright, do I keep this hand on the draw? It's a lot of land, I think so. Narset is fantastic against their deck from what I've seen. Although, I guess like this is the type of hand that could just die to a Thief of Sanity. But this is also the type of hand that could just go Mana Vault into Karn very quickly. And given their sketchy mana situation, I can hopefully take that over pretty fast. They lead with Mountain. I don't know what's going on over there, I'm gonna be honest. Dismember was probably the best draw I could have asked for. Just because it gives me insurance against Twin combo, Thief of Sanity, who knows what else. Can even kill Fallen Shinobi. Ooh, Ancient Tomb, what the heck? Pure Recruiter? Okay. I guess now is the time if we find out if they have Twin combo or not. They do, okay. Let's go more blue. Pass. So by them getting Deceiver Exarch, I feel like they have Kiki Jiki in hand. I don't think their deck can really support counter magic, but they're playing Goblin Electromancer, so what do I know? And Imperial Recruiter is actually kind of good against Narset. I'm not a big fan of that. So we're just gonna not play Narset here. We're going to play Plains and pass and hold up Thirst for Knowledge. Try and draw some interaction. They're gonna end of turn Deceiver Exarch probably? No. No red mana, alright. Getting less scared as time goes on. This could be a Riftwing Cloudskate though, which would be really unfortunate. Okay. I don't know what's going on over there, but we're gonna Thirst. Discarding probably just 2 land. Ooh, Treachery's gonna be good. So now that I have Counterspell, we're just gonna hold up mana again. I don't mind taking damage off a Lonely Imperial Recruiter. So what do we want to do? I'm deciding, like, if I draw a land, do I play Treachery? Like, let's say they play something scary, do I just yoink it? Okay, they suspend a Cloudskate. Drawing more land. I do want to cast Narset. Yes. Play Narset. Down tick. Time Spiral, Coalition Relic. This feels like a Coalition Relic situation. Time Spiral, giving them cards seems bad when they're playing a combo deck. And my hand is just absolutely full of action. I might just counter the Deceiver Exarch if they play it. They do not, okay. Narset takes a hit. Which does matter. Like, it is unfortunate I don't get to downtick and keep her in play, but she already drew a card, and then if I want to lock them out of drawing cards, I can. Okay, now they have double red, so things get a little scarier. I would almost guarantee they have Kiki Chiki somewhere in their deck. So I think we're going to play Coalition Relic, and then have Counterspell Dismember available. I could downtick Narset, because I didn't see any card draw from them, but they're playing Goblin Electromancer, so it's hard to say. But they didn't play any card draw earlier. I'm just going to get rid of Narset, I think. Well, Time Walk's very good, so let's do that. And then we go Time Walk. We play land, we play Coalition Relic. And I think I'm just going to cast Wall of Omens. That's pretty good. This is going to be a good turn, I think. We're going to Karn. And I think I just want to eat a mountain, honestly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana if I draw land. Ooh, Fire Ice. Karn Eat a Mountain looks really tempting. Cast this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I really want to do that? What if I just play Gideon? Because if I play Karn, I don't have Counterspell plus Dismember. But if I play Gideon, I do. That seems better. Gideon is going to uptick. That way, if they do happen to combo, I just lose Gideon. I don't actually die. They keep drawing Island. Please be not Siege Gang Commander. Please be something that I can just Treachery and be happy about. Pia and Kieran. Not the easiest card to Treachery, but still fine, I think. Alright. Because I can Fire Ice the Thopters, and Imperial Recruiter has to attack. That's fine. Block. Alright, Mana Crypt. Don't do me. I mean, it's going to be so hard for it to actually kill me from here, but... Oh, that's pretty good. I'm just going to go for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Elish Norn. Game. So much better than Day of Judgment. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to tag with Gideon. It's fine. If they want to bounce Gideon, they can anyway, and they die next turn, so... Seems pretty good to me. But... Yeah, Riftwind Cloudskate actually just dies because it enters and then immediately triggers Elish Norn. They didn't even play Deceiver Exarch. I don't know what they're doing. Like, what are they planning for? I'm gonna let this resolve because I still have Dismember to protect against Kiki combo. And they have to bounce Elish Norn to be able to do that, so I still have Counter Magic up as well. Okay. I don't know what their deck was, but we'll see you guys round 2. Alright, we're here for round 2. I'm gonna keep this hand. Any land or Mana Crypt. And we're good to go. Opponent said, you two love the stream, thanks. That is not how you spell that at all. Another blue deck. Seems reasonable. So, yeah, we have Dismember to protect against things. Narset's gonna be good. I almost wonder if I should have led on planes, but I don't think it matters that much. Basically, like, Strip Mine is bad if I get my island stripped. This is the exact same start I saw from my opponent game 1. It was 2 islands, chart a course. And then they discarded Imperial Recruiter. Land, Treachery. Alright, well, again, I kept this hand because I'm running effectively 18 things that I could draw. Because 17 land and then Mana Crypt into Coalition Relic would also be good. I don't like this. Yeah, see, that's what I needed. Come on, deck. Give me the land. That sucks. Alright, I'm going to discard... What do I discard? Yeah, I mean, you keep a 2-lander on the draw. You're like more than 70% to hit your 3rd land, I would think. Hopefully end of turn they just play something like Brazen Borrower that I can dismember so I don't have to discard. But I feel like Karn is probably going to go here. Although he might, let me think about this. Karn might be my only answer to the late game, so maybe it's not Karn. Day of Judgment's necessary. If I draw a blue source, could play Jace. I think I'm gonna pitch Narset. Because I don't actually want non-creature spells, I want lands. But if they just play like a Battle Sphere, I'm very dead. Okay, don't like that at all. You can have a land. Alright, deck, I need a land here, like, immediately. Come on, this is unreal. Alright, go, we're gonna discard... At this point, I guess Thirst for Knowledge is kind of bad. At least I can Mana Leak this. Oh, what is that? Walking Ballista? Such no. Certainly not that. That would have been so rough. But okay, now if I draw land, we're still actually in this. They only have 4 cards at hand. I can either jam Coalition Relic or play Jace to hope to draw more cards. I think probably it's going to be Coalition Relic because taking their Stonecoil Serpent is going to be really nice. Into chat, I was hoping it would be. Yeah, it would have been not a fan of that happening. I guess I'm not playing Jace because they have a construct. Land? I guess so. Mana Crypt into Coalition Relic. Put a charge counter. I have a lot of mana now, at least. Would have been good to draw that a little while ago. So we're gonna just pass. I don't really want to have to run out Dismember because it hurts me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I draw land, I can cast a Karn. Signet is okay. Okay. Jace the Mind Sculptor, not as okay. Not a big fan of that one. They're gonna Fate Seal a land on the bottom, I guess. That's okay though, because there's a lot of cards they have to put on the bottom. They put a card on the bottom, okay, so it probably was a land. Petty Theft, no! Oh, that's not even fair. Okay. Make a Construct, so now it's a 4/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If I draw planes, I don't think I want to take 4. Let's just kill this. I mean, I'm taking 4 anyway, but this is rough. They even got to bottom a land, or maybe Time Walk. I did win the flip though, so that's a good start. I did draw Preordain, also a good start. So I can go Preordain. Yeah, let's do that. Try and hit a land. Land Gideon Jura. I guess I top. Force them to bottom my Gideon Jura. Play that. Play Relic. Go. Then hopefully I get to Treachery something good. We're actually fighting pretty hard right now. Somehow. Okay, so they're getting the big boy. I'm gonna take it. The problem is they can Jace bounce it. So Treachery, maybe I do just want to cast Day of Judgment. Oh boy. Okay. So I know the last card in their hand. This is doable. They let me keep with my Preordain. I think they actually wanted to do that in a different order. Like, Brainstorm with Jace just first makes more sense to me. Okay. Tinker 4. I have to remember to put a charge counter on Relic. Mindslaver Winter Orb. Okay. Okay. I feel like that was a mistake. So they didn't even use their silver counter they got because they drew Tinker instead. I mean, I'm gonna die to my Mana Crypt, which is unfortunate. Untap the planes. Tails win? Okay. What am I gonna add? I guess I get to draw. Draw Gideon, I knew about that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So unfortunately Gideon actually still dies. Okay. What am I gonna cast here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can go Treachery on the Construct. Let me think about this. So blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Treachery. Otherwise I can go Gideon, down tick on the Construct. I mean, I'm hitting blue, I guess. This is hard. I have 5. I can Treachery the Construct and then play like a Jace or something. I could play Gideon, I can kill this, but then they just kill it with Brazen Borrower. Or kill my Gideon. I can play Day of Judgment and then I just get hit by Brazen Borrower. I think I'm hitting blue. 4, 5. Treachery the Construct. Untap my lands. And then play Jace and try and hit a land. And at this point I guess I have to uptick Jace so he stays alive. There's Marshplat's not the best one to draw, but that's cool. So now they cast Brazen Borrower, but their lands also don't untap. Then I might be able to take over with Gideon. Or Karn. I mean, Karn's gonna be very good. I just need to win a lot of Mana Crypt flips. They also could just leave Jace alone, hit me for 5 down to 7. Which is not the worst idea. At that point I can choose to not... Okay, they do kill Jace. Lodestone Golem, Oblivion Stone. Both are not amazing. I guess I can give them Lodestone Golem and then Wrath the board. Because if they cast O-Stone, I guess they'll be a ways away from activating it. But then they can kill Karn. Let's see, they play O-Stone, they're gonna have 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna give them Lodestone Golem. Now do they cast it is the question. Oh my gosh, that is actually pretty good. Either way, I'm doing okay. Lodestone Golem being cast is really good for me. Ah, Stonecoil Serpent, I forgot about that one. Alright, put a counter. I don't want to fetch. Untap my white source. Don't lose, don't lose, don't lose. Okay. Doing pretty good. Brazen Borrower is also nice. Let's add white. Let's Wrath. They get to draw a card. I can Brazen Borrower if I want to. I can bounce their Winter Orb, I guess. So let's pass. So now they can play Lodestone Golem. Urza. Okay. Good draws from the opponent, that's for sure. I mean, we're playing pretty hard considering how much we stumbled at the beginning. So they're gonna Fate Seal. I have a fetch though. Oh, that's the wrong one. I was looking at the game log. Put a card on top. I'm trying to think what they would put on top. You can get a land. Okay, so they're gonna go off with Urza, which is unfortunate. I'm going to put a charge counter. I think I want to draw what they left on top, but I'm not sure. Tap this. Tails never fails. Okay, I did lose. They gave me a land. That's good. This is gonna be 4, 5. I mean, I'm about to just get hit with a whole bunch of stuff. Let's add white. Play this. 2, 3, 4, 5 for Gideon. Gideon will uptick. I have Brazen Borrower available. My game plan here is to set up a situation where I can like Brazen Borrower the Winter Orb and then Time Walk. I know they're gonna tap Winter Orb for mana. Yep, so they get all the mana. Oh, I could deck them. They're at 13, they're at 11 cards in library. Holy cow, I did not notice that. They drew an artifact. Yeah, Lodestone makes Brazen Borrower a lot worse. But that's part of life, I guess. And Golos. Man, their deck is good. Do they have Clarion Academy? That would be amazing. Wasteland. Ha! I don't have any basics. Take that. Okay, they can decide to Fate Seal. They bottomed whatever it was. So what are my outs now? Like Time Walk into Time Spiral? Yeah, I guess Time Spiral is my out. So let's play to Time Spiral. They could have definitely put that on the bottom with Marsh Flats. Can I cast Time Spiral? They attack Gideon. Sure. What is this? How did Gideon become... How did this go up to 7? Okay. I think they thought Mutavault was an artifact, which is a fair thing to think. I need to Time Spiral into Day of Judgment with Lodestone Golem in play. Alright. Seems legit. Put a charge counter, and I'm not untapping in my land. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I'm gonna fetch. Untap this one. Let's draw something good. I did win the flip, that's very nice. And I drew a land. That blue. So Gideon will be sacrificed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't actually cast anything. I can bounce something, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm just gonna pass turn. This has been a crazy game so far. I have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. I guess technically 7. Alright, they Fate Seal. We'll see what they hit. Put a card on top. Alright, so I'm not drawing anything too exciting. They can have Thran Dynamo. Oh, that's how they went through their deck so fast. Karn Exile stuff. So we're gonna try and deck them as best as possible. We'll see what they hit with Urza though. Island? Yeah, I mean, yeah, decking them is our only out. Jace ults at 12. Okay, they're going down to 5. Here's where Brain Freeze would be so good. Imagine if I just Brain Freeze them right now. So they all attack Gideon. Gideon dies. Disenchant definitely coming in. Lindvala stops Urza actually, which is kind of funny. And this is an opponent controls. That's so unfortunate. If I could bounce my own Gideon here, that would be amazing. Alright, Gideon down. They put a card on top. Alright, let's bounce their Winter Orb. Then cast a Brazen Borrower. Oh, I can't. Okay, right. That's actually really unfortunate. I thought I could, but Lodestone Golem has text. Did win, I don't think it matters. They give me an island. Set blue, play the land, pass turn, and just die gracefully. I mean, I don't know, they could accidentally deck themselves, for example. I'm wondering if I should have saved my Marsh Flats, because they did bottom a card and I was drawing a random one. So if I had saved it, I would have a fresh draw this turn and could hit me into like Time Spiral into Day of Judgment. Put a card on top, okay. I like them not attacking with Urza, shows the fear, and we die. Okay, game 1, scary. They have Tinker, a lot of things. Disenchant seems very good. They didn't. Linval actually I like. It stops a lot of things they could have. Elish Norn, yeah, seems also okay. Cards I'm not fond of. Sower's actually good too. What am I not fond of? Narset, I guess can draw me cards. I keep forgetting I have the Soulfire Time Walk combo. Maybe I don't want Elish Norn. Day of Judgment's good enough. And let me think about it. Linvala. Yeah, Linvala is actually really good. I'll play Linvala. I like Gideon, Force of Will, Treasury, Time Spiral Karn, Treasure Cruise. All of those are good. Sower, stealing their big artifacts is pretty tempting. Maybe Fire Ice is kind of medium. I guess I could ice a Winter Orb at end of turn to untap there. But otherwise it's like I have better cards, and maybe Wall of Omens is not the greatest. It's pretty good, but if I'm trying to go for the Day of Judgment plan, maybe it's not the best. Okay, we'll do it like that. I think. Wait, let me think about this. So, Elish Norn, they're just gonna have so many artifacts that Elish Norn will help, but won't solve the problem. Eureka's terrible. Fire Ice. Nah, we'll just run it like this, I think. The only other card I'm considering is Vindicate. And Baneslayer Angel actually can go over the top and gain a bunch of life. But I don't think I need the life gain. I have Linvala to go over the top, and Treachery plus Sower is really good against them. Oh yeah, let's keep this for sure. So they have Wasteland. I'm going to lead on Island. They didn't have Strip Mine, so... Okay. If I draw a land, I think I will fetch. I'm mostly... Ooh. Do I want to play Mana Crypt into Coalition Relic right now? That will accelerate me, but then I can't hold up Mana Leak. And I could just die to my own Crypt. Let's just play Marsh Flats. We'll wait one turn, because then I can Mana Crypt into Relic plus Mana Leak, and that's an extra 2 damage I don't have to take. Boros Signet. I kind of want to counter that. Just like, nah, we'll just save Mana Leak for something scarier. Their deck is actually kind of light on critical threats. I'm gonna fetch. Yeah, because I could counter Tinker or something which would be a lot scarier. Ooh, Force of Will is very good. Sure. Do I even need to? No. No, I don't. But it's good. We'll go for it. I just need this much. Coalition Relic. Because now I can play Mana Leak with Relic charged. And then if I draw any of my big spells like Karn here, I can just go off. And then I can hardcast Force of Will very soon. Oblivion Stone. Fortunately, I have to counter that. Because they're just going to charge up their things and let mine resolve. Put a counter here. Alright, let's draw Karn. Tails never fails. Okay, lost that flip. Thirst for Knowledge is fantastic. That blue, Mana Crypt, Thirst. Okay, that's pretty good. What do I want to get rid of? Dismember is worse than Sower. And probably don't need this land. Sure. I'll play a Narset. Down tick. Mana Vault, Day of Judgment. I suppose I will take Day of Judgment. I have Force of Will, Sower of Temptation if I need to run it out. I don't want to, but... Karn, Scion of Urza. So... they can make a construct. I think Karn is okay. They have not missed a land drop, so they can take an island. Alright. Mana Crypt, do your thing. I lost the flip again, okay. Very unfortunate. Narset, find something like Time Spiral, please. Jace Beleren and Karn liberated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I forget to charge Coalition Relic? No. I tapped it. Yeah. This is difficult. Especially with 2 islands being put back. Karn is much easier to cast than Jace, but I can play Jace this turn and then try and hit a land. We're just gonna go for Karn. Play Karn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1 mana short. I think I'm just gonna go with Soulfire Grandmaster. And then pass turn. I can double Force of Will if I need to. That's great. Now I have things to take, which I like. Sword of Light and Shadow. That seems so bad. Like, so bad. Sure. They can equip there. Charge counter. Alright, Mana Crypt. Please don't lose again. Okay, I did win that one. I drew an island which was absolutely fantastic. Dead blue. Play this. Let's Treachery their construct. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For Karn. Karn is going to, I guess, exile their Karn? Or exile their Mutavault. Let's exile their Mutavault. And then attack their Karn. Because now they have nothing to equip sword to, so I might just get to keep their sword. If they make a construct, then they lose their Karn. I have Force of Will backup. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We already killed Karn. Sure. Mana Crypt doesn't matter. Keep losing flips, but I don't really care. We draw a land. Perfect. Do that. Let's uptick here. See what's in your hand. You get a land. So I'm very tempted to just Sword of Temptation them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I don't have Force of Will available. So let's just wait a turn. Because I have Soulfire Grandmaster plus Force of Will available, and like I could just block with the construct or whatever. Golos gets them a land. That's fine. We're really just trying to empty their hand with Karn and then have Force of Will to protect everything. Alright, so I block with a construct. I have to make sure... Let's put a charge counter now. Okay. This is gonna do something. I keep losing flips, which I do not like. Keep drawing land too. Is that blue? So I can Sword of Temptation the Golos. Because I cannot activate it. What if I Sower the construct and then Karn the Golos? Yes. Play this. Attack for 2 so I don't die. I have Force of Will at the ready. They need 2 things that are scary, which probably don't exist. Sundering Titan. So that is going to eat a lot of my lands. They have 1 card in hand, which could be Tinker. I think I just counter this. It is a lifelink Force of Will. Then Karn's gonna eat the last card in their hand, so they're just top decking, and that should be hopefully all she wrote. Can I draw Time Walk? How am I losing so many flips? Oh, Preordain's fantastic. That blue. I'm gonna do this actually. Cast Preordain. So I get Preordain back. Disenchant Gideon Jura. I guess I'll just top. Karn is gonna eat a card from their hand. Solemn, sure. So we're gonna cast Gideon. Uptick. Not attack with a construct because they actually gain the trigger from it. So they would get back their Sundering Titan. Winter Orb, sure. Alright, I need to play fast now. Somehow I'm in the losing seat. Untap here. Doesn't matter. I lost literally every single flip. That is amazing. Alright, let's do that. Let's add white. Kill that. Gideon becomes a thing. Karn eats something from their hand. Attack them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's actually not lethal, so we attack. Preordain. Bottom. Okay, next turn I win. F6. Tails. Holy cow, I lost every single flip in a row. Alright, let's Doesn't matter. Karn, see what's in your hand. And then attack them to death. Alright, game 3, let's go. Whew, what a game. So they did not see the Time Walk combo. I saw more of their deck. It's still not that scary. So yeah, I mean their Karn is actually like one of the scariest planeswalkers because you can just make like 5/5s every single turn. Oh yeah. Alright, let's do this. Gotta play quick, this hand seems good. Keep. We have 6. Turn 1 play. Ancestral Vision! Uh-oh, that's bad. Okay, Predane's nice. I am gonna try and Predane into action. Yeah. Go. So Narset is going to come down before Vision, that's great. And I can Brazen Borrower a Signet that they play, if they do. Nice. Go land, pass turn. Hope they tap out for something on their turn. Vision comes down soon. Mutavault? Yeah, no. Mutavault means Force of Will. Okay, let's play Coalition Relic because Vision doesn't come down this turn. I just want to make sure Narset survives. Or is in play when they Vision. And I ran out Counterspell because I knew I was going to be tapping out like every turn from here on out. Petty Theft my Relic is fine. They're not going to Petty Theft my Narset, which is good. Yeah, so Narset did its thing. It's stopping Ancestral Vision, so I think I am just going to play it and activate. Time Walk, Dismember. Dismember is actually really tempting, but I gotta take Time Walk. Because I'm just gonna be able to Coalition Relic into Soulfire Grandmaster, win the game. Yeah, no. Force of Will, counter that, pitching, Brazen Borrower. Day of Judgment's nice. So it's Narset, see what we hit. Jace is great. Play Relic, and they're down to 2. I'm just gonna play Soulfire Grandmaster actually. Because if I draw any land, I can just go off next turn. Yeah, the card is so bad. Sure. Alright, any land. There we go. Do this. Activate. Time Walk. Attack for 2. That cannot block. Are they really going to make me go through this? I mean, I guess. Time Walk. I don't... Alright. Look, like, I don't... If they didn't kill my Soulfire Grandmaster here, there's no point in making me go through this. I have a very deterministic win. Yeah. So they're just dead. Okay. I mean, maybe they thought they could block? I don't know. Alright. Well, we can waste people's time. That's fine. Sure, let's add blue. Activate. Yeah. Time Walk. Attack. Sorry, opponent. Like, if you want to chat, that's fine. But if you're gonna make me run out combos, like, I don't know. Did I cast Time Walk? Yes. Okay. Bala. Add blue. Activate. Time Walk. Put a thing. Attack. This is just frustrating because opponents said they were a fan of the stream. And then they're just wasting like 6 minutes of both of our time. I understand if this is like anything else. Oh, that's pretty good. And blue. Treachery, that. If that doesn't get a concession, I don't know. I don't know what you're using your time for. Activate. Cast. Charge counter. Hit for 2. Sorry you guys have to watch this. I would cut the time, but there's a tiny chance that I like run out of time here and then don't get there, so I don't really want to bother doing anything. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now they concede. Alright, see you guys in the finals. We have won both. See you guys there. Alright, do I keep this hand on the draw? I think so. Coalition Relic can help smooth out the draws. It is a little bit mana heavy, but this deck has a lot of card draw. And I've been able to, wow, blue every time. This is a very good hand against blue. Also Predane is fantastic. I've been able to, wow, this hand is good. I guess I keep both, it doesn't really matter. I've been able to win most games where I had access to mana. I think the one game I lost was when I just couldn't use my mana effectively. Discard Terastodon. That is moderately unfortunate. So kind of want double blue, so let's do this. And then I want to upkeep ice them, I think. Because I want to give myself more time to develop my board before they Terrastodon something. Grandmaster's great. They still have Animate Dead? Good lord, okay. Goodbye lands. I can probably get them though, like if they hit my 2 lands, I get 2 elephants. I can like double block and then dismember their Terrastodon. I tried with the ice, sometimes they just have the turn 3. Ooh, Brazen Borrower is also good. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. This is gonna become a 4/4. The thing is I kind of don't want to kill it, you know? Because they could just reanimate it again. But I think I need to go for this. Dismember that, paying life. Do they have... If they reanimate it again, that would be untenable. Oh my gosh. Okay, I messed up. I was supposed to Brazen Borrower. Yep. This is... Oh my gosh. The old turn 4 double reanimate Terrastodon. So I chump block. It's still potentially winnable. It's gonna be really hard though. What if I take 11 and then no, I think, let me think about this. So I block here, I take 6 and then next turn I take 6. This is doable. Yeah, if I blocked the other way, I would take 5 more. I would die to an elephant hit. Okay, so I get to go Plains. Brazen Borrower is going to bounce Terrastodon. I go to 1 life, then I play Soulfire Grandmaster and still die. I wonder, I should have thought about this a little bit more. I think there might have been a way for me to win this. I got playing too quickly. I mean, I kind of... Basically, if I knew they had double reanimation, I could have played a little bit differently. Like, instead of double blocking Dismember, I could have killed their elephants and then bounced their creature. I think I am going to be, like, literally 1 life short, though, because of the Soulfire Grandmaster. Because they attack, I go to exactly 0. That's so unfortunate. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm trying to think if... I mean... It's hard to say if I should have played around a second reanimation effect or not. Disenchant, is that even good on Animate Dead? If they've already Terrastodoned, it's probably not that good. Yeah, I don't know how I should have played that, but I think going forward, like Sword of Temptation, Treachery is all going to be very good against their deck. Turn 2 Terrastodons, I guess turn 3 notwithstanding. I think we're just going to keep it the same. Playing to win here. I need to slow down. I think it was maybe possible that I could have won that if I had bounced Terrastodon. Well, Force of Will, Counterspell, and Day of Judgment is a good start. I want to hit another blue source. I guess I get rid of the upkeep stop. They don't have a Thoughtseize. Mana Crypt, I'm not going to play yet. Bitter Blossom. Man, I do have to counter that actually. Okay. Mana Leak is helpful. That's actually really good. So now I just need to draw something in play that like gives me value over time. And honestly, a reanimated Terrastodon is not the end of the world because I have Day of Judgment. I'm gonna let the Demonic Tutor resolve, counter when they tutor up. This basically, because I don't have any action in play, like if I had something in play drawing me cards every turn, I would probably try and counter Demonic Tutor. Brazen Borrower is really good too. Let's go Plains. Go. But because I don't, I just need to decrease the quantity of threats in their deck. And so, Chart a Course, I guess I let happen, sure. And so I'm going to let Demonic Tutor resolve so that when they cast the Animate Dead or whatever they tutored for, then I can counter that, then they have fewer reanimation targets. Kite Sail, Freebooter. Sure. So they can take my Brazen Borrower? That's fine. They take Force of Will, that makes sense. So do I want to Brazen Borrower that? Because it lets them redecide what they're taking. But I guess Mana Leak's actually pretty bad here. So yes, I do Petty Theft that. Preordain, okay. Did something good. Wall of Omens Island. I think I just bottom. I want some action. Time Walk's pretty good. Doesn't really get me anywhere right now. So we just pass. But eventually I can Soulfire Grandmaster and get there. So they play land, they Brazen Borrower, they take Force of Will. Then they have to wait a turn to animate dead. They just go for Exhume. Interesting. I guess I Force of Will pitching Mana Leak. Or do I let it resolve? So if I let it resolve, I get... So they Exhume, they Terrastodon. They're probably going to kill my 2 planes. And then one of their things. I think I want to counter this. And Mana Leak's getting pretty bad, so we're just going to get rid of Mana Leak. So now they Freebooter, take my Time Walk. Okay. I guess they could take Day of Judgment, which would make some amount of sense as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Grandmaster is lethal, actually. No, it's almost lethal. So they'll know I drew a land, but okay. We're gonna do that. I can Brazen Borrower. I think now's the time to cast Time Walk. They have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I want to get their life total low. So let's Brazen Borrower. And then cast Time Walk. Yeah, this not the best Time Walk in the world, but at least it like makes reanimate worse. And I think I'm not gonna play. No, they're not gonna play around anything. They know I don't have counter magic. But playing lands helps Time Spiral get a lot better, because that's something I could easily just draw. And like, if they're going to kill my lands, show and tell. Oh gosh, what do you have? Fair enough. Well, this has been an unfortunate game. Time Spiral is still very good. Like, I have a lot of good draws. Marsh Flats. Alright, I mean, I have some things I can still draw here. So we're past turn, I get hit by Emrakul. It's weird, but this deck can still win through this somehow. Okay. Okay. Yep, they just had the draws. I mean, their deck looks pretty good. And I just drew a lot of nonsense. I did have basically all of the counter magic that I could have asked for. So they say no, they're just using it as a 9/9. And by attacking with Terrastodon, I have no way to block the Freebooter. Because this does not have trample, so I have to block there, and I lose a whole bunch of stuff. Do I want to fetch? I take 10. I take 10, go to 8. This will be down to 7. Yeah, fetching doesn't really matter. Let's fetch, decrease the amount of lands in my deck, because somehow I have to win this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's no way I'm winning this. And I lose the flip, and I draw land. Alright, that was a good run. Yeah, they just had very fast reanimation. It's unfortunate, I really think I should have been favored in that matchup, but was not. So, yeah, it happens. We're gonna keep playing though, that deck was very fun, and see you guys soon.